Okay, world. This is the heating element, all done. Wiped out the pan with a rag. Reused the old hose clamps. They weren't bad, so they'll still live. It looked like they were all stainless or something, so they tightened up good, no problems. Cleaned the float a little bit. Be real careful with that float. Also, when you remove the float, the only way to get the float out is to take these two screws out, one here, one here. Pop this thing off. The floats, sometimes they fill with water, so you want to take the thing out and give them a little shake, see if they dry. This one's dry, so that's cool. So this is a new element in here. This is the old element. When I was taking it out, there's the cancer on the corner right there. You can see it just kind of fell apart in my hands. You can see it kind of breaking right there. So yeah, that's not so good. So whenever you see cancer like that, that's the element not going to last very long. So anyways, that's the problem with the element. So that's how the element was sitting in there before. So it's that high corner, that cancer right there. So anyways, whenever you see the cancer, it's going to be you can see, let me see, yeah, whenever you see that cancer, that's it. They're not long for the world. So anyways, but anyways, here it is all wired in. So one leg of the power coming in, there's your 120 volts coming in. It doesn't matter hot or neutral, just your ground. That's the only one you got to make sure that you don't get wrong. So when you're hooking stuff up, so anyways, this is how they hook up right here. They're all males, so they're all the same. They don't make it so it's not idiot proof. So there's no plug on it. So you just got to be careful. The only thing you got to worry about is don't get the ground in the wrong spot. The other wire is going to be vice versa. It doesn't matter on resistance heating. You're not polarity sensitive like a furnace. So anyways, one of your hot legs goes to one side of the element, through the element, comes out of your element, goes through your high temperature limit switch right here, which is what this is right here. Goes in here, it's bolted onto here, and then through your micro switch, which goes up and down here, which if you gently go up and down with the float, see if we can get a good picture here. Yeah, we go up, you can see that goes up and down, and when you go up on it, you can then, I put my meter on the hot and the neutral leg. Remember, the ground is the center one, and 18 ohms rock solid. So we're on the ohm scale. That's the little horseshoe thing for you guys that don't know, for homeowners or whatever, or restaurant owners rather. This is a commercial refrigerator. So anyways, federal case. Anyways, micro switch, you go on your common and your normally open, and this will be your normally closed set of contacts, the other one. So let me see what we got right here. So yeah, so trying to see the, yeah, anyways, they're labeled. It says norm on the top, it says COM, C-O-M, and open and closed underneath there. But anyways, so you want it, when the float comes up and it fills with water, it closes the circuit. So that's why it's normally open, and then it closes when it comes up. So that's why you're on common. So you'd be common to normally open, and then when the float comes up with water, it closes the circuit. So anyways, to make sure you got all your wiring right and everything. Also note that you must have the wires free of the travel area of this float. That's the first mistake I made on my first unit many years ago. You see how I've got lots of area for this float to come up and down. So that'll be your first mistake if you do one of these things. So that's why you notice I got all the wires here going in nice little circles. Everything is kind of looped, and you want to always do your wires, if you can, in nice little circles, 90 degrees off your connectors, and then circles. If you can kind of do everything in smooth curves, French curves, you know, and 90 degrees off of everything to make sure you have your clearance so that everything, everything doesn't get in the way. Then take an extra minute, like what I did here, put my black and white off my meter, and just, that's how you can tell if your circuit's working, you know, if you get your ohms. So like I was doing with the float here, you go up on the float and fill with water, and it simulates that's full of water, 18 ohms. That'll give you your resistance load across your 120 volt coming in, and you'll get your amps. And then how you check if it's working is you'll put your amp probe around one of these legs, the hot or the neutral, not the ground. So don't be confusing ground with neutral. So black is your hot, white's going to be your neutral, and green is going to be your ground, which is center. Okay, and like I said, this is your over temperature limit so that it doesn't get too hot. So anyways, so and it just doesn't stay on all the time. So anyways, so that's how one of these things works. It's a Federal open case where you just reach in and get drinks and that kind of stuff out of that. I'll do another video on what the machine looks like. Okay, like the video, subscribe, and thanks for watching.